What's going on, everybody? I'm Brian Bogert, and we are back today with episode 74, the last episode of 2020. Today, we're going to talk about becoming unbridled. I was having a conversation with someone the other day, and they said, Brian, after all the changes that you've had in 2020, leaving your other business, starting to scale and grow this one, if you had to describe one word for how you feel today, what would it be? And I sat and thought on that for a second, and then I said, unbridled. His response was, I was expecting you to say free or freedom. And I had to unpack for him and tell him why I went with the word unbridled. The reality of it is in my old world, I was always genuine, I was always authentic, but I was still representing other people. I was still representing another brand that wasn't me. And so everything I did ran through the lens of making sure to protect and promote the brand and the people that I was representing. And what I didn't realize until after I left is that actually prevented me from being 100% me in certain ways. I actually felt bridled. And that's not a bad thing. It wasn't negative on the organization. I left. I have nothing but great things to say, and I'm forever indebted for the opportunity I had to grow and scale with my business partners. But that said, I still wasn't 100% me. So unbridled comes through this idea of envisioning this wild stallion that ultimately was caught, captured, tamed, and had bridles on him that literally had things that could direct where it went, that was carrying a weight that it never intended to carry or desired to carry. And all of a sudden, he breaks free. He no longer has to worry about the stable and the box that he's been put in. He no longer needs to worry about the weight that he's been carrying. He no longer needs to worry about somebody pulling on the reins and changing the direction of where he wants to go. Instead, he gets to run free, be more powerful, have more freedom, let the wind flow into his mane. And although I don't view myself as a wild stallion, and although I don't feel like I was completely confined in this box, I also can connect deeply to the fact that I feel like I'm running more free, more wild, more uncontrolled, but more in alignment with where I want to go than I have in my entire life. And so the challenge for everybody watching today is, how do you become unbridled? Do you know the weights that you're having to pull behind you, the carriage that's behind you, whether you wanted to carry it or not? Do you know the effect of being bridled? Do you know what it looks like to feel like you are being steered in different directions, sometimes not where you want to head? And can you imagine what it would look like to be completely free, to live, be, and do exactly who you are? This is an opportunity to pivot, moving into this next period of time, to really focus on what are the reins holding you back? What's the stable that you have to exist within, the box that you have to exist within? And what if there was no box? What if there was no stable? What would you do then? Start imagining what these things could look like. Start getting clarity on what you would do if you didn't have to have these things literally attached to you. And start imagining how free you would feel, how unbridled you would experience life, and the impact you could have as a result of that. That's my challenge for you. If you don't know how to unpack that, you don't know where to get clarity on those things, you can email us at info@brianbogert.com, and we'd be happy to help you figure out those things. But if you liked anything about this content, please like, comment, and share. Here's to being unbridled in 2021 and beyond. And until then, be great and be you.